Ready to unravel the mysteries of engineering mechanics? Look no further. Step into a world of innovation and discovery guided by none other than Professor Komal Dagwal, an esteemed assistant professor at JSPM College, Pune. With an impressive track record spanning multiple years in this field, Professor Komal has left her mark at renowned institutions like JSPM, Zeal College of Engineering, Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Engineering, etc. Join us for an enlightening series where we'll delve into the core concepts of engineering mechanics like forces, inertia, friction, equilibrium, support and reactions, kinematics, kinetics, impulse, momentum, impact and collision. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, welcome to engineering mechanics. So today we will see your model number 5. So today we will see what is space force system. Space force system. So now if this is your x axis, y axis and z axis, one force is acting here, one force is acting somewhere here and one force is acting somewhere here. So this force P, Q, R. This P force is acting in xy plane, this Q force is acting in xz plane and this R force is acting in yz plane. So all these forces are acting in different planes. So these are called as non-coplanar force system that we have seen in space force system, different types of force systems. Okay, so now this non-coplanar force system is also called as space force system or three-dimensional force system. Okay, so now here in the previous module we have resolved this force P along x axis and y axis, that is in x component Px and y component Py. So here in three-dimensional force system or space force system we have to resolve forces in three components, that is along x, y and z direction. Okay, so that will be your Px, Py and Pz. X coordinate of P, y coordinate of P and z component of P. Okay, so now this is your space force system. Now we will see what is unit vector. Okay, so unit vector is denoted by E bar. So unit vector is a vector which is having magnitude 1 unit. This is called as unit vector, and unit vector gives the direction of line along which it is acting and it is represented by E bar. So a force is acting along the line OA. So this unit vector represents the position of line A or position of force P. Okay, so this is your unit vector which is having magnitude always 1 unit. Now next we will see radius vector or position vector. So now here this is your x axis, y axis, z axis, and let I, j and k be the unit vector along line x axis, y axis and z axis respectively, and x1, y1, z1 be the coordinates of point A. So here it is your point A having coordinates x1, y1 and z1 with respect to origin O. Origin has always coordinates 0, 0, 0 और यहाँ पे A point के लिए आपके coordinates है x1, y1, z1. Okay. Now here we have to find out the position vector of line OA. Position vector of line OA. So how to find out position vector? So here I represents the unit vector along x axis, j represents the unit vector along y axis and k represents the unit vector along z axis. So यहाँ पे we have to find out the position vector of point A with respect to O. So it is always denoted by position vector of point A with respect to O. So R bar of OA. Now how you have to find out this one? So अभी आपको यहाँ पे किसका पोजीशन निकालना है? A का पोजीशन निकालना है with respect to O. So coordinates of point A minus coordinates of O. Okay. So यहाँ पे x coordinate क्या है A का? x1 minus 0 into unit vector is I for x-axis, so it will be x1 minus 0 into I plus, now y coordinate of A is y1, so y1 minus y coordinate of point O is 0, so this will be your 0. Now unit vector along y axis is j, so it is into j plus, now z coordinates of point A is z1 minus 0 z coordinate into k is your unit vector along z axis, so this is your position vector of point A with respect to O. So this is how we can find out. So x1 minus 0 x1I plus y1j plus z1k. So this is your position vector of point A with respect to O. Okay, so this is your r bar of OA. Okay, now where to find out, suppose this is your point B and point C. Okay, now point B is having coordinates x2, y2 and z2, and C is having coordinates x3, y3 and z3. Now I have to find out position vector for point C with respect to point B. So I have to find out position vector of point C with respect to B. ठीक है, so is equals to, नाउ किसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स किस में से माइनस करने पड़ेंगे, पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ पॉइंट सी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू बी, सो सी में से बी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स आपको माइनस करने पड़ेंगे. ओके, सो नाउ व्हाट इज द कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ पॉइंट सी, x3, सो दिस विल बी x3 माइनस एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ पॉइंट बी दैट इज x2, so this will be x3 minus x2 into unit vector is I plus, now y coordinate of point C y3 minus y coordinate of point B y2 into unit vector j plus z coordinate of point C is z3 minus z coordinate of point B is z2 into unit vector of z is k. So this is your position vector of point C with respect to B. Okay, position vector of point C with respect to B, that is x3 minus x2 into I plus y3 minus y2 into j plus z3 minus z2 into k. Now if you have to find out position vector of point B with respect to C, that is position vector of point B with respect to C. Okay, so in this case how to find out position vector, so position vector अब इसमें क्या है, सेकंड B, सो B के कोऑर्डिनेट्स में से आपको C के कोऑर्डिनेट्स माइनस करने पड़ेंगे. ओके, सो हियर B के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या है, x2, C के कोऑर्डिनेट्स आपके x3 इंटू I प्लस y कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ पॉइंट B y2 माइनस y coordinate of point C into j plus z coordinate of point C z2, z coordinate of point C z3 into k. Okay, so this is how we can find out position vector of point B with respect to C. Okay, so in this way we can find out position vector of any line. Now next is your unit vector along a line. अभी आपको निकालना है यूनिट वेक्टर along line AB. Okay, so now unit vector along a line AB, unit vector कैसे डिनोट करते हैं, we have seen earlier only. Unit vector is denoted by E bar, okay, which is having magnitude 1. Okay, so now we will see how to find out unit vector along a line. Unit vector along a line AB can be find out E bar of AB is equals to, this is R bar is your position vector. Okay, so position vector of AB upon mod of position vector of AB. What is this mod represents? That is the magnitude of this position vector. Okay, so now E bar this is your I, j and k, that is unit vector along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now here A point and B point. Okay, now I have to find out position vector of point B with respect to A. So position vector of point B with respect to A upon mod of position vector of point B with respect to A. So therefore position vector of point B of with respect to A, मतलब आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट B माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट A. सो कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट B आर x2 y2 z2, कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट A आर x1 y1 z1. ओके, सो नाउ what it will be, position vector of point B with respect to A. So B के coordinates minus A के coordinates, B के coordinates are x2, A के coordinates है आपके x1 into unit vector I plus y2 minus y1, that is y coordinates of point B minus y coordinates of point A into j plus z coordinates of point B minus z coordinates of point A into k upon. Now how to find out the magnitude of this vector? So it is under root of these I के coordinates x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square, that is coordinates of I का square plus coordinate of j का square plus coordinate of k का square, और whole this is in under root. So this is your unit vector along line AB. Okay, now if you have to find out unit vector of line BA, so what it will be, coordinates of point A minus coordinates of point B. Okay, so it will be x1 minus x2 into I plus y1 minus y2 into j plus z1 minus z2 into k upon whole under root of I के coordinates का square, so x1 minus x2 का square plus y1 minus y2 का square plus z1 minus z2 का square. So this is how you can find out the position vector of point A with respect to B, that is position vector of line BA. Okay, and this is your unit vector of line BA. This is your position vector, this is your magnitude of position vector. So unit vector can be find out is equals to position vector upon magnitude of position vector. Okay, so in this way you can find out unit vector of line BA. Now we will see force vector. So force vector is denoted by F bar. So let a force of magnitude F, let a force of magnitude F is acting along a line AB, then the force vector F bar can be written as, now we will see here, point A is having magnitude x1 y1 z1, point B is having magnitude x2 y2 z2. Okay, and here force is acting from point A towards B. Okay, so here यहाँ पे आपका जो force है it is acting from A to B. So force vector is equals to, what is the formula for force vector? F bar is equals to F, that is magnitude of force, into unit vector of line along which the force is acting. Okay, so यहाँ पे line क्या है, A to B, so it will be E bar of AB. If force is acting from B to A, if it is like this, so यहाँ पे आपका F bar क्या रहता था, F into unit vector of BA. If force is acting from B to A. Okay, now here your force is acting from A to B, so we will take unit vector of line AB. Okay, now we will find out F bar. सो एफ बार इज इक्वल्स टू एफ इंटू यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे निकालते हैं, यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे निकालते हैं, आर बार ऑफ ए बी अपॉन मॉडुलस ऑफ आर बार ऑफ ए बी, दैट इज पोजिशन वेक्टर. ओके, सो नाउ वी विल फाइंड आउट. ओके, सो ई बार इज इक्वल्स टू r bar of AB upon modulus of r bar of AB. Okay, now f bar is equals to f into, how to find out r bar, we have seen earlier only. R bar of AB is there, that is position vector AB, मतलब coordinates of B minus coordinates of A. So B के coordinates क्या है आपके x2 y2 z2 और A के coordinates आपके x1 y1 z1. So it will be B के कोऑर्डिनेट्स माइनस A के कोऑर्डिनेट्स, सो x2 माइनस x1 इंटू आई प्लस y2 माइनस y1 इंटू जे प्लस z2 माइनस z1 इंटू के अपॉन अंडर रूट ऑफ मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दिस वेक्टर. ओके, सो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वेक्टर कैसे निकालते हैं, अंडर रूट ऑफ आई के कोऑर्डिनेट्स का स्क्वायर दैट इज x2 माइनस x1 होल स्क्वायर प्लस जे के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर दैट इज y2 माइनस y1 होल स्क्वायर प्लस k के कोऑर्डिनेट्स का स्क्वायर दैट इज z2 माइनस z1 होल स्क्वायर. सो f बार इज इक्वल्स टू f इंटू दिस यूनिट वेक्टर. ओके, नाउ if your force is acting like this, that is B to A, so it will be f bar is equals to f into unit vector of line BA. यहाँ पे ए बी था, वाई बिकॉज फोर्स इज एक्टिंग फ्रॉम ए टू बी. नाउ हियर बी टू ए फोर्स इज एक्टिंग. ओके, सो नाउ दिस विल बी यूनिट वेक्टर ऑफ लाइन बी ए इज इक्वल्स टू एफ इंटू. नाउ यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे निकालते हैं, पोजिशन वेक्टर ऑफ बी ए अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ पोजिशन वेक्टर ऑफ बी ए, दैट इज मॉड ऑफ पोजिशन वेक्टर ऑफ बी ए. Now is equals to magnitude of force into, now radius vector और position vector is from point A to B, मतलब A के coordinates minus B के coordinates. A के coordinates क्या आपके x1 y1 z1, so it will be x1 minus x2 into I plus y1 minus y2 into J plus z1 minus z2 into k upon mod of position vector BA. So under root of coordinates of I का square that is x1 minus x2 का square plus y1 minus y2 का square plus z1 minus z2 का square. So this is how you can find out फोर्स वेक्टर. ओके, कब, जब फोर्स इज एक्टिंग फ्रॉम बी टू ए. ओके, सो दिस इज योर फोर्स वेक्टर एफ बार. नाउ वी विल सी डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस. सो व्हाट इज डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस, सो इफ एफ बी द फोर्स एक्टिंग एट अ ओरिजिन in the direction as shown in the figure. Now this is your x axis, y axis and z axis. Okay, and this force F is acting from point O, that is origin. Okay, in this direction, which is making angle theta x with x axis, theta y with y axis and theta z with z axis. Okay, this is your theta x, theta y and theta z. Now let fx, fy, fz be the components of force F along x, y and z axis respectively, and force F is making angle theta x, theta y and theta z with x, y and z axis respectively. पहले we have seen force F. Okay, force F is there which is making angle, if making angle 30 degree with x axis. So what we used to do, we used to resolve this force along x axis and y axis. कैसे, fx will be your f into cos 30 जिसके साथ आपको एंगल दिया रहता है उसको आप क्या लेते हो, कॉस लेते हो, एंड द अनदर वन इज योर साइन रेशो। ओके, सो यहाँ पे force is making angle theta with x axis, so it will be fx will be your f cos 30 and fy will be your f sin 30. okay, now यहाँ पे आपके 3 planes है. okay, so 3 planes है, 3 axis है, so here it will be your fx, fy and fz. okay, now how to find out fx, fy and fz we will see. So this will be fx will be your x coordinate of f, fy will be y coordinate of f, and fz will be your z coordinate of f. Now fx will be your f cos theta x, जिसके साथ थीटा दिया रहता है उसको क्या आप लेते हो, cos रेशो लेते हो. अभी ये f का आपको थीटा दिया है विथ x एक्सिस, सो व्हाट इट विल बी fx f इंटू cos थीटा x, f इंटू कॉस थीटा एक्स. नाउ y एक्सिस के साथ भी आपको थीटा दिया है, दैट इज थीटा y, सो एफ वाई विल बी और f cos थीटा y. सिमिलरली थीटा दिया है आपको विथ z एक्सिस ऑल्सो, दैट इज थीटा z, सो एफ जेड विल बी और f इंटू कॉस थीटा z. ओके, सो दीज आर द components, 3 components of force F along x axis, y axis and z axis. Now what is direction cosines? So abhi can I find out this theta x as this cos inverse will be I will take cos this side, so this will be cos inverse, and this f will go in a denominator, so this will be cos inverse of fx upon f. Similarly what will be your theta y, cos inverse of fy upon f, and what will be your theta z, cos inverse of f theta upon f. So in this way we can find out theta x, theta y and theta z, that is this one. Okay, now force vector f bar is what, fxi plus fyj plus fzk, where I, j, k are unit vector along line along x, y and z axis respectively. So fx क्या है आपको पता है, fx क्या है आपका f cos theta x, so we'll put values of fx, fy and fz in this equation. Okay, so now what will be your f bar, so f bar will be equals to f cos theta x into I plus f cos theta y into j plus f cos theta z into k. So here in this way also you can find out f bar. पहले आपने देखा था f bar is can be found out by f into e bar of line AB. Okay, similarly you can find out f bar as fxi plus fyj plus fzk. So what will be your I coordinate, that is your fx, coordinate of j will be your fy and coordinate of k will be your fz. Okay, so now this is your f bar. Now f bar is equals to f into e bar of AB, that is unit vector of AB, I have told you earlier. So therefore what will be your e bar, your e bar will be this theta, I am taking f common, so whatever will be remaining, ये f मैंने common लिया है, so what will be your e bar, e bar will be your theta xi plus theta yj plus theta zk. Okay, so this will be your e bar cos theta xi plus cos theta yj plus cos theta zk. But e bar का magnitude क्या रहता है, only 1. Okay, so can I write this magnitude of this, we magnitude कैसे निकालते हैं, I के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, that is square theta x प्लस j के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर प्लस cos theta cos square theta y प्लस k के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, that is cos square theta z. Now this is equals to 1, magnitude is equals to 1, so squaring from both the sides, so you will get cos theta x square plus cos theta y square plus cos square theta z is equals to 1, and this is called as your direction cosine rule. Now, but in previous we have seen f bar is equals to f into unit vector of line AB. Okay, why AB? Because your force is acting along from point A to B. Okay, now but E bar is equals to, अभी यहाँ पे अगर मैंने F और F अगर कॉमन लिया है तो what will be your E bar? E bar will be your cos theta x I plus cos theta y j plus cos theta z k. So E bar is equals to cos theta x I plus cos theta y j plus cos theta z k. But magnitude of E bar is always 1 because this is your unit vector. Unit vector का magnitude हमेशा क्या रहता है 1. We have discussed earlier only. Okay, so now magnitude कैसे निकालते हैं? अंडर रूट ऑफ I के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, दैट इज cos स्क्वायर थीटा x प्लस j के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर प्लस cos स्क्वायर थीटा y प्लस k के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, दैट इज cos स्क्वायर थीटा z इज इक्वल्स टू 1. Okay, that is equals to 1. Okay, so squaring from both the sides. So square अगर किया है तो this square root will get cancelled. So what we will get? Cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z equals to 1 का square 1 is equals to 1. So this is your direction cosine rule. So this is called as your cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z is equals to 1. This is called as your direction cosine rule. What is theta x, theta y, theta z? It is force F is making angle theta x with respect to x axis, theta y with respect to y axis, and theta z with respect to z axis. Okay, so if theta x, theta y, theta z is given, okay, so it will be cos square theta x plus cos square theta y plus cos square theta z is always equals to 1. So this is your direction cosine rule. Now we will see how to find out the components of force in space force system, that is Fx, Fy and Fz. Okay, so if coordinates of points are given, so case number 1 is your if coordinates of points are given, A का कोऑर्डिनेट है x1, y1, z1, B के कोऑर्डिनेट है x2, y2 and z2, and force is acting from A to B. So in that case, how to find out Fx, Fy and Fz? We will see. Now write the unit vector along the line in which the force is acting. Okay, so now you can find out unit vector, that is E bar of line AB. Okay, अगर force from A to B एक्ट हो रहा है, so it will be unit vector of AB. और वो कैसे निकालते हैं? पोजिशन वेक्टर ऑफ AB अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ पोजिशन वेक्टर ऑफ AB. In this way you can find out E bar of AB. Okay, so first you have to write down the unit vector along the line in which the force is acting. Then the force vector, अब हमने देखा है force vector is equals to F bar is equals to F into unit vector. So now where F is your magnitude of force. Okay, E bar कैसे निकालते हैं? वेक्टर E AB is equals to position vector of AB upon magnitude of position vector of AB. Okay, so it will be in terms of I, in terms of J, in terms of K. Okay, so whatever it will be your coordinate of I, that will be your Fx. Whatever the coordinate of J, that will be your Fy, and whatever the coordinates of K, that will be your Fz. So in this way you can find out Fx, Fy, Fz, that is coordinates of force F, components of force F or coordinates of force F along x axis, y axis and z axis. So these are the components of force F. Now similarly, if direction of force along the line is given, okay, so here force F, this is your x axis, y axis and z axis. This force F is making angle alpha with y axis. Okay, so आपको पता है जिसके साथ आपको एंगल दिया है, that component is your cos. So Fy will be your F cos theta y. Now theta y is your alpha, so what will be your fy? f into cos of alpha. So y कोऑर्डिनेट आपको मिल गया है, fy is your f cos alpha. ओके, अभी रिमेनिंग क्या बचा है आपके, fx and fz. So now how to find out fx and fz? Okay, so now fy आपको मिल गया है. ओके, बचा क्या है आपका x and z. So what we will do, we will project force f on xz plane. Okay, so this will be your projected force f and this is denoted as fh. Okay, that is projection of force f on xz plane. Why xz plane? Because we have to find out fx and fz. Okay, now this projected force is making angle beta with x-axis. Okay, so now this fh, now this fh will be your f sin alpha. But how? Okay, now this is your y-axis. Okay, now y-axis को perpendicular आपका xz plane. This is your xz plane. Okay, this is your x-axis, this is your z-axis, this is your y-axis. Okay, so now ये xz plane में आपका projection line है. Okay, this projected plane is perpendicular to y-axis. Okay, so पहले आपने देखा है, we have seen earlier, this is your x-axis, y-axis, force making angle alpha with y-axis. So force Fy will be your f cos alpha और उसके साथ जो perpendicular है that is x-axis, so that component is your sin f sin alpha. Okay, so now this fh is perpendicular to y-axis, so this will be your f sin alpha. जो perpendicular है that will be your sin ratio. So this projection line is perpendicular to y-axis, so that's why this will be your f sin alpha. So projection of f, projection component of f will be your fh is equals to f sin alpha. Now this projection is in xz plane. This is your projection in xz plane. Okay, now this projection is making angle beta with x-axis, beta with x-axis. So what will be your x component of fh, जिसके साथ आपको एंगल दिया है that component will be your cos. So fhx will be your fh into cos of beta and उसके परपेंडिकुलर कौन सा एक्सिस है, योर z एक्सिस. सो fhz is your fh sin बीटा, जिसके साथ एंगल दिया है वो cos, उसके परपेंडिकुलर का जो एक्स रहता है रिमेनिंग वन दैट विल बी योर साइन. ओके, सो नाउ हियर वी हैव गॉट, this is also called as fx and this is also called as fz. So here we have got fx is equals to fh cos beta and fz is equals to fh sin beta, where fh is your f sin alpha. So in this way, if direction of force that is theta x, theta y or theta z is given, so in this way you can find out x component, y component, z component of force F. So in this way you can find out the components of force F, that is along x axis, y axis and z axis, fx, fy and fz. Okay, so now we will see how to find out the resultant of forces, of concurrent forces in space. Okay, so let P bar and Q bar are two concurrent forces acting at a point in space. This is your P force, this is your Q force, x axis, y axis. So what will be your P bar? P bar will be your Pxi plus Pyj plus Pzk. Similarly, what will be your Q bar? Qxi plus Qyj plus Qzk. Okay, so this will be your P bar and Q bar. Okay, so what will be your R bar? R bar means resultant of P bar and Q bar, that is resultant of this force P and Q. Okay, so how to find out your resultant, that is R bar. Okay, so R bar will be your coordinate of I, summation of coordinate of I, that is Px plus Qx, Px plus Qs plus summation of coordinates of J. Okay, so that is Py plus Qj, that is Py plus Qy. Okay, plus coordinates of K, that is Pz plus Qz into K. So this is how we can find out R bar. Okay, so what will be your R bar? R bar is equals to, what is Px plus Qx? Summation of Fx into I plus what is Py Qy? Summation of Fy into J plus Pz plus Qz, that is summation of Fz into K. So in this way you can find out R bar. So R bar is equals to summation of Fx into I plus summation of Fy into J plus summation of Fz into K. Now how to find out resultant, that is magnitude of resultant. अभी मैग्नीट्यूड कैसे निकालते हैं? हमेशा अंडर रूट ऑफ आई का स्क्वायर. ओके, कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ आई का स्क्वायर, दैट इज समेशन ऑफ एफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस जे के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, दैट इज समेशन ऑफ एफ वाई स्क्वायर प्लस समेशन ऑफ एफ जेड स्क्वायर. सो इन दिस वे यू कैन फाइंड आउट द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ रिजल्टेंट. ओके, so now this summation of fx is also called as x component of resultant. Summation of fy is called as y component of resultant, and summation of fz is called as z coordinate of resultant. So your rx is summation of fx, ry is summation of fy, and rz is equals to summation of fz. Okay, now in this way you can find out the resultant of concurrent force system. So what will be your rx, ry and rz? पहले आपने देखा है fx is equals to f cos theta x. Similarly fy will be your f cos theta y, and fz will be your f cos theta z. So similarly your rx will be your rx is equals to r into cos theta x, ry will be your r into cos theta y, and rz will be your r into cos theta z. So in this way you can find out theta x, theta y, theta z. Okay, so theta x, theta y, theta z कैसे निकालेंगे? Theta x will be your cos inverse of rx upon x. Theta x will be your, this r will be go this side, so this will be denominator, and this cos will go in this direction, so it will be cos inverse. So theta x will be your cos inverse of rx upon r. Now what is rx? Summation of fx. So theta x is equals to cos inverse of summation of fx upon r. Similarly theta y will be your cos inverse of ry upon r. Now what is ry? Summation of fz. So cos inverse of fz upon r is equals to theta y. Similarly, how to find out theta z? So theta z will be your cos inverse of rz upon r. Now what is rz? Summation of fz. So this, in this way you can find out theta x, theta y and theta z of resultant. Now we will find out to apply the equilibrium conditions for concurrent force system in space. So पहले we have seen equilibrium equations. So equilibrium equations in two-dimensional force system was summation of fx is equals to 0, summation of fy is equals to 0, and the third one is summation of moment is equals to 0. summation of m is equal to 0. These were the equilibrium conditions for two-dimensional force system. Okay, so now in space force system, this moment will get changed, and this will be your third equation, will be your summation of Fz is equals to 0. Okay, so in this way, if concurrent force system is in equilibrium, then what is equilibrium condition? Resultant is always equals to 0. So resultant R bar will be Rx into I plus Ry into Z plus Rz into K is equals to 0. So summation of Fx is equals to 0, summation of Fy is equals to 0, and summation of Fz is equals to 0. These are the three equilibrium conditions in concurrent force system in space. Okay, so now these are the equilibrium conditions. So now we will see some numericals on space force system. So first we will see determine x, y, z components of 600 Newton and 500 Newton forces. Now here you have given x axis, y axis and z axis. Okay, x axis, y axis and z axis. Now here this is your 600 Newton force. Okay, and this is your 500 Newton force. Okay, and here you have to find out Fx, Fy and Fz for 600 Newton and 500 Newton forces. Next, you have to also find out theta x, theta y and theta z, that the force will form with coordinate axis, that is x axis, y axis and z axis. So that means you have to find out theta x, theta y and theta z for 600 Newton force and 500 Newton force. So first we will assume that force P is equals to, will name the forces as P is equals to 500 Newton and Q is equals to 600 Newton force. Okay, first we will find out for 600 Newton force. Okay, so here 600 Newton के लिए आपको ये एंगल दिया हुआ है, that is angle with respect to y axis. This angle you have given 25. Okay, so जिसके साथ एंगल दिया है that component is your cos. So for this is your q. Okay, so what will be your y component of q? Q into cos of theta y. Theta y you have given, theta y means y axis के साथ जो एंगल दिया है आपको, so that angle is you have given 25. So what will be your qy? Q into cos 25. Okay, so qy is equals to q into cos theta y, that is 25. Okay, now अभी ये है आपकी प्रोजेक्शन लाइन OB. ओके, नाउ y कोऑर्डिनेट तो आपको हो गया, बचा क्या है आपका qx एंड qz आपका बचा है. सो नाउ वी आर taking projection of force q on xz plane. So here one projection line OB is you have given. Okay, so this will be your QH. Okay, so now QH will be your, this QH is perpendicular to y axis, that is it is acting in xz plane. xz plane is perpendicular to y axis, so जिसके साथ perpendicular है. Okay, so that will be your sine ratio, sine components. This will be your QH will be your Q sine 25. Okay, so what will be your QH? QH will be your Q sine theta y, that is 600 sine 25. Okay, now we will find out QX and QZ. Okay, so now here this was your projection line OB, this is your x axis, this is your z axis. Now this projection line का आपको एंगल दिया है 35 डिग्री with x axis, so 35 degree with x axis. This is your QH. Okay, QH is equals to Q sin 25. Okay, now this QH is making angle 35 with x-axis. Okay, so what will be your QX? QH into cos of 35, because QH का आपको एंगल दिया है विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स एक्सिस 35. सो जिसके साथ एंगल दिया है वो रहता है आपका cos, और रिमेनिंग वन दैट इज परपेंडिकुलर, उसके साथ परपेंडिकुलर क्या है आपका z एक्सिस. सो योर z कंपोनेंट दैट इज QZ इज इक्वल्स टू QH ऑफ sin 35. So in this way we have got QY, Q into cos 25, Q into cos 25. Okay, similarly QH is equals to 600 into sin 25. Okay, so sin 25. So now here this is your x axis, y axis and z axis. Okay, so now first we will find out for force Q. Okay, so force Q is your here 600 Newton. Okay, and this 600 Newton force is making angle 25 degree with y axis. Okay, और so जिसके साथ आपको एंगल दिया है that component is your cos. Okay, so now we can easily find out QY. QY is equals to what? Q into cos of theta y. Theta y is what? Theta y means एंगल विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y एक्सिस. सो y एक्सिस के साथ आपको एंगल दिया है थीटा y इज इक्वल्स टू 25. सो योर क्यू y इज इक्वल्स टू q इंटू कॉस 25. ओके, सो q इज इक्वल्स टू q इंटू कॉस थीटा y दैट इज q कॉस 25. नाउ दिस इज योर y कंपोनेंट. सो बचे क्या है आपके QX and QZ. So we require projection line in XZ plane. Okay, in XZ plane. So projection line in XZ plane you have given line OB, which is making angle 35 degree with X axis. Okay, so this OB is your projection of this force Q. Okay, which is making angle 35 degree with x axis. Okay, so now अभी बचा क्या आपका, ये है आपका x axis, this is your z axis, this is your projection line OB which is making angle 35 degree with x axis. Okay, so आपको QY तो मिल गया. QY is equals to 600 cos 25. So in this QY is equals to 543.78 न्यूटन. 600 इंटू कॉस 25 करेंगे तो आपको मिलेगा 643.78 न्यूटन. सो वी हैव गॉट क्यू वाई. ओके, नाउ दिस ओ बी इज मेकिंग एंगल 35 विथ एक्स एक्सिस. सो व्हाट विल बी योर क्यू एक्स? दिस इज योर क्यू एच. ओके, सो क्यू एच क्या रहेगा आपका? परपेंडिकुलर टू एक्सिस. सो इट विल बी योर क्यू इंटू साइन ऑफ theta y. Okay, so what will be your QH? QH will be your Q into sin 25. Okay, that is we have got minus 39.55 Newton. Okay, so here QH we have got minus 39.55 Newton. Theta y is your 25. Okay, now this QH is in XZ plane which is making angle 35 with x axis. So what will be your QX? QH जिसके साथ एंगल दिया है that will be your cos ratio. So this will be your cos 35 degree. Okay, now remaining one is your theta z. So theta z is perpendicular to x axis. So जो perpendicular that component will be your sin. So QZ will be your QH into sin 35. So putting the value of QH and QH, so you will get the value of QX and QZ. So in this way we have got QX is equals to minus 32.39 Newton and QZ is equals to minus 22.68 Newton. So now we will see for force P. Force P is equals to 500 Newton. Okay. Now in question, force P is making angle 40 degree with OA. Okay, and this OA is making angle 55 degree with Z axis. मतलब आपको क्या दिया है? Now we will see for force Q. क्वेश्चन में आपको दिया है दिस इज योर y, x, y एंड z एक्सिस. ओके, यहाँ पे आपका फोर्स P दिया हुआ है इज इक्वल्स टू 500 न्यूटन. ओके, अभी इसका एंगल आपको नहीं दिया है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू आइदर x, y और z एक्सिस. इसका एंगल दिया है आपको अलोंग लाइन OA. ओके, अलोंग लाइन OA, दिस इज योर A. सो ये एंगल है 40 डिग्री, ये एंगल है 55 डिग्री. सो ये एंगल है 40 डिग्री एंड दिस एंगल इज 55 डिग्री. नाउ इन क्वेश्चन यू हैव गिवन फोर्स P इन दिस डायरेक्शन. ओके, अभी दिस इज योर लाइन OA. ओके, एंड लाइन O इज मेकिंग एंगल, you have given 40 degree and 55 degree. Okay, so this angle is 40 degree, this angle is 55 degree. Okay, now अभी आपको फोर्स P का एंगल किसी भी एक्सिस के साथ दिया नहीं है बट प्रोजेक्शन लाइन के साथ दिया हुआ है. ओके, नाउ दिस प्रोजेक्शन लाइन इन विच प्लेन, दिस इज योर एक्स एक्सिस, मतलब ये आपकी नेगेटिव एक्स एक्सिस हो गई. दिस इज योर जेड एक्सिस, मतलब ये आपकी नेगेटिव जेड एक्सिस हो गई एंड दिस इज योर नेगेटिव वाई एक्सिस. ओके, सो नाउ दिस प्रोजेक्शन लाइन इज इन एक्स जेड प्लेन. ओके, नाउ फोर्स P, ओके, फोर्स P है आपका ये एंड ये OA लाइन है. This OA line is making angle 55 degree with Z axis. Okay, so now what will be your projection line? This will be your projection component of PH. Okay, so this will be your P into cos 40. आपको प्रोजेक्शन लाइन के साथ आपको एंगल दिया है 40 डिग्री. So this will be your P into cos 40 degree. Now projection line is x z plane. So बचा क्या आपका y. So your PY will be your P sin 40 degree. जिसके साथ आपको एंगल दिया है, अभी P का एंगल आपको प्रोजेक्शन लाइन के साथ दिया है 40 डिग्री. So this is your PH. So जिसके साथ एंगल दिया है that is your cos component. So PH will be your P into cos 40 degree. Okay, now PH is in एक्स जेड प्लेन. सो बचा क्या आपका वाई एक्सिस. ओके, सो नाउ वाई कंपोनेंट विल बी योर P sin 40 डिग्री. सो पुटिंग द वैल्यूज ऑफ P 500 न्यूटन so that you will get the value of PH and PY is equals to 382.02 न्यूटन and PY is equals to 329.39 न्यूटन. ओके, नाउ अभी बचा क्या आपका PY तो आपको मिल गया. नाउ बचा है आपका x, px एंड pz. ओके, सो ये आपका प्रोजेक्शन लाइन है ऑफ फोर्स P. प्रोजेक्शन लाइन मतलब PH विच इज P cos 40 डिग्री. ओके, नाउ दिस प्रोजेक्शन लाइन P इज इन एक्स जेड प्लेन. And which is making angle 55 degree with Z axis. 55 degree with Z axis. Now we can resolve this force PH, that is projection of force P along X and Z. Okay, so this will be your PX and PZ. So जिसके साथ आपको एंगल दिया that will be your cos. So आपको एंगल दिया Z के साथ, so this will be your PH cos 55 and remaining one will be your sin. Okay, so this will be your PX will be your PH sin 55. Okay, so in this way we have got PZ is equals to PH sin 55. Putting the value of PH, कितना आया था आपका PH 382.02. So putting the value of PH 382.02 into cos 55, you will get the answer 219.69 Newton, and PX is equals to PH into sin 55. So you will get 313.75 Newton. So in this way we find out the force P का x component, y component and z component, and here we have found out of qx, here qy and qz. Okay, here qz. So in this way we have find out the x, y and z component of p and q. Now again we have to find out theta x, theta y and theta z. थीटा एक्स, थीटा वाई एंड थीटा जेड. ओके, क्वेश्चन में आपको दिया है थीटा एक्स, थीटा वाई, थीटा जेड आपको फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, सो हाउ टू फाइंड आउट थीटा एक्स, थीटा वाई एंड थीटा जेड. ओके, सो थीटा एक्स इज इक्वल्स टू फॉर फोर्स पी. ओके, हाउ टू फाइंड आउट थीटा एक्स, cos इनवर्स ऑफ पी एक्स अपॉन पी, cos इनवर्स ऑफ py upon p, and q theta z will be your cos inverse of theta z. Okay, now we have to find out theta x and theta y and theta z for force p and force q, that is 600 Newton, 500 Newton. Okay, so how to find out theta x, theta y and theta z. So theta x, theta y and theta z, theta x, theta y and theta z. Okay, so theta x is equals to what? We have seen earlier, cos inverse of px upon p. Theta y is equals to cos inverse of py upon p, and theta z is equals to cos inverse of pz upon p. Okay, now we have got the values of px, py and pz. Also we have value of p. Okay, so putting the value of px, py and pz in this equation, okay, you will get the value of theta x, theta y and theta z. Similarly, to find theta x, theta y and theta z for force q, okay, so it will be cos inverse of qx upon q, cos inverse of qy upon q, and cos inverse of qz upon q. So we have value qx, qy and qz. Okay, so putting the values of qx, qy and qz in this equation, you will get the value of theta x, theta y and theta z for force q. Okay, यहाँ पे ये जो minus sign है, that you have to not consider. Okay, while finding out angles, you don't need to consider these signs. Okay, so irrespective of these signs, you have to just consider here the magnitude of theta x, theta y and theta z. Okay, so in this way we can find out theta x, theta y, theta z for force q and force p. Now we will see another numerical. Now here a rectangular plate is supported by 3 cables as shown in the figure. Okay, knowing that the tension in cable AB is 450 Newton, determine the components of force exerted on plate at B. Okay, now this is your rectangular plate. Okay, here this is your x axis, y axis and z axis. X axis, z axis and y axis. Okay, now you have given the tension in the cable AB is 450 Newton. The tension in the cable AB. This is your AB cable. Okay, this is your point O, point B and point A. So tension in the cable AB is, you have given 450 Newton. Okay, and they are asking you to find out the components of force exerted on plate at B. मतलब आपको फोर्स ई बी के आपको कंपोनेंट्स निकालने हैं. ओके, सो फॉर दैट फर्स्ट वी हैव टू रिक्वायर द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट ए एंड कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट बी. So now coordinates of point A. So now A is along y-axis. A is along y-axis. Okay. So there will be your x coordinate and z coordinate will be 0. Okay. Now from origin, your point A is at a 480 mm. All the dimensions are in mm. So your coordinates are x coordinate will be 0, y coordinate will be O से आपका 480 मीटर 480 mm पे ये आपका पॉइंट A है. सो इट विल बी 480, 0 mm. So these are the coordinates of point A. Now coordinates of point B we have to find out. Now what will be the coordinates of B? So coordinates of B will be B. Now this point B is in which plane? This is your negative x axis, this is your z axis. So it is acting in xz plane. So your y coordinate will be 0. Okay. So x coordinate, y coordinate will be 0 and z coordinate. So what will be your x coordinate? Now this is your origin. Okay. This is your origin O. Okay. So origin से आपका along x axis. Okay. This point B is at a 32 mm. But it is acting in opposite of negative direction of x. So this will be your minus 320. Okay, why minus? Because it is acting along negative x axis. Okay, now along y, this is your positive z axis. Y coordinate will be 0. Why? Because it is acting in xz plane. So y coordinate will be your 0. Now from origin O, this is your z axis. Okay, so from origin O, this point B is at a distance 360 mm. So what will be your z coordinate? 360. This is your plus z axis. So your z coordinate will be plus 360. So these are your A coordinate and B coordinate. Okay. So now here we have given the tension in the cable is 450 Newton. Okay. So now this is your circular triangular plate. Okay. At point B, the force is acting. Okay. So tension है मतलब tension is always away from point. Okay. Point B is there. Okay. So tension मतलब क्या रहता है हमेशा? Here you have given the tension in the cable. So tension मतलब it is always away from the point. Okay. So the direction of force AB will be from point B to A, away from point. So direction will be B to A. So now here we have to find out force in member BA. Okay. So F bar is always equals to F into unit vector along the line, the line along which the force is acting. So force कैसे act हो रहा है? Along the line B to A. Okay. So now what will be your unit vector? B to A. So now here we knew the coordinates of point B and point A. Okay. So now we can find out vector E bar. वेक्टर ई बार कैसे निकालते हैं? सो वेक्टर ई बार कैसे निकालते हैं? पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ लाइन बी ए अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ लाइन बी ए. बी ए क्यों लिया है आपने? बिकॉज योर फोर्स इज एक्टिंग फ्रॉम बी टू ए. सो नाउ फोर्स वेक्टर ऑफ बी ए विल बी एफ इंटू रेडियस वेक्टर ऑफ बी ए upon magnitude of radius vector of BA. Okay. So coordinates of A minus coordinates of B. So coordinates of A are 0, 480, 0 and coordinates of B are minus 320, 0, 360. Okay. So these are the coordinates. So F into रेडियस वेक्टर किस निकालते हैं, कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ ए माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ बी। सो कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ ए क्या है आपका, एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट 0, एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी इज -320। ओके, सो कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी, कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए माइनस ऑफ -320, so minus minus will get plus, so this will be 320 into I plus y coordinate of A minus y coordinate of B, y coordinate of A minus y coordinate of B into J plus z coordinate of A minus z coordinate of B, z coordinate of A minus z coordinate of B into K upon magnitude of this radius vector. So how to find out magnitude of radius vector, I के coordinate square root of I के coordinate का square. So this 0 plus 320 is 320 square plus 480 का square plus K के coordinate का square, that is -360 का square. So in this way we can find out vector E bar of BA. Okay, so now F कितना दिया है आपको, force in the cable AB is 450, so this is your 450, so this will be your 320I plus 480J minus 360K upon, now under root of अंडर रूट ऑफ 320 स्क्वायर, 320 का स्क्वायर प्लस 480 का स्क्वायर प्लस 360 का स्क्वायर. Okay, so here we have got it as a 680. Okay, so this will be your 680. Okay, so now your F bar will be, F कितना दिया है आपको 450 upon this 680, I will take this side, so this will be 680 into 320I plus 480J minus 360K. Okay, so now 450 by 680 it will be 450 by 680, 450 by 680, it is getting 0.66. Okay, so this will be your 0.66 into 320I plus 480J minus 360K. So now we have to multiply this 0.66 by whole this square bracket. Okay, so now 0.66 into 320, so it will be 0.66 into 320, so here we are getting 211.2 into I plus 0.66 into 480, so it is getting 0.66 into 480 is equals to 316.8, 316.8 into J minus 360 into 0.66, minus 360 into 0.66, 237.6, 237.6K. So this is your F bar. Okay, so F bar है आपका आया 211.2 I plus 316.8 J minus 237.6 K. So now I का coordinate is your fx, that is x coordinate. j का coordinate मतलब your fy, that is y component, and k का coordinate मतलब your z component. So in this way we can find out the components of force exerted on plate at B. So this is your fx, fy and fz of force B. Okay, so in this way fx is your 211.2 Newton, fy is your, that is y component is your 316.8 Newton, and fz is equals to माइनस, यहाँ पे माइनस आ रहा है, so minus 237.6 Newton. So this is your answer. So that is your components of force exerted on plate at B, that is x component, y component and z component. Okay, so these are the components of force. Now we will see the next numerical. So the next numerical is on resultant of forces in space. So how to find out the resultant of forces in space? Now the question is, the cable exert forces FAB is equals to 100 Newton and FAC is equals to 120 Newton on the rim at A as shown in the figure. This is your rim. Okay. Now here we have to determine the magnitude of force, resultant force acting at point A. Okay. So यहाँ पे एक force है FAB is equals to 100 and FAC is equals to 120. So आपको resultant निकालना है. So this will be your resultant of FAB plus resultant of FAC. So first we have to find out R bar. Okay. So R bar है. Now पहले तो आपको coordinates निकालने पड़ेंगे, coordinates of point A, B and C. Okay. So first we will find out coordinates of A, B and C. Okay. Now point A is lying on z axis. So your x and y coordinate will be your 0. Okay. X and y coordinate will be 0. So along z axis the distance of point A from point O is 4 meter. So coordinate of point A is 0, 0, 4. Now point B. Now point B is lying along line x axis. So your y and z coordinate will be 0. So along x axis the distance of point B is 4. So this will be your 4, 0, 0. Now for point C is in x y plane, so z component will be your, z coordinate will be your 0. Okay. Now C point from origin, okay, from origin along x axis, this is your x axis. So origin से along x axis point C का distance है 4 meter. So coordinate of x axis is 4 for point C. Similarly coordinate से आपका point C है at a distance 2 meter. This distance is 2 meter along y axis, okay, of point C. So what will be your y coordinate? 2. Okay, so these are the coordinates of point A, B and C. Now here we have to find out first, here R bar is equals to vector AB, vector FAB plus vector FAC. So now first we will find out vector FAB. So FAB कैसे निकालना है आपको? FAB का आपको मैग्नीट्यूड दिया है 100 into, now force is acting from A to B. So आपको यूनिट वेक्टर निकालना पड़ेगा A to B. Now how to find out unit vector? 100 into यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे निकालते हैं? पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ AB अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ पोजीशन वेक्टर. So मतलब how to find out position vector? कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ बी माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए। सो आपको बी की कोऑर्डिनेट पता है, ए की कोऑर्डिनेट पता है। सो नाउ वेक्टर एफ ए बी इज इक्वल्स टू 100 इंटू कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए, कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए 4 माइनस 0 इंटू आई प्लस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए 0 माइनस 0 इंटू जे प्लस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी माइनस कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए, जेड कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ बी माइनस जेड कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए, दैट इज 4 इंटू के अपॉन अंडर रूट ऑफ इसका मैग्नीट्यूड मतलब आई के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर 4 स्क्वायर प्लस जे के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर 0 प्लस के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर माइनस 4 स्क्वायर। ओके, सो इन दिस वे 100 इंटू अभी इट विल बी 4i प्लस 0j, इट विल बी इग्नोर्ड माइनस, सो इट विल बी 4i माइनस 4k अपॉन 4 स्क्वायर 16 प्लस 16, सो अंडर रूट ऑफ 32 under root of 4 square plus 4 square, so it will be 5.65. 5.65 we have got. I am taking 5.66. Okay, so ये जो 5.66 है, I am taking this at the outside. 5.66 into 4i minus 4k. Now 100 by 5.66. So this is I am getting 17.66. Okay, so 100 by 5.6 I am getting 17.100 by 5.66, 17.67 into 4i minus 4j. Okay, so in this way 17.67 into 4 into this is I am getting 70.67. So into 4 I am getting 70.67 into I. Again 17.67 into 4j. So this is I am getting minus 70.67k. So in this way I have got vector FAB is equals to 70.67I minus 70.67k. Okay, now here we have to find out again force vector AC. So force vector AC कैसे निकालना है आपको अभी? So it will be force vector AC, it will be कितना दिया आपको force vector AC 120. So it will be okay, so force vector AC will be F into unit vector along AC. Okay, that is F into radius vector of AC upon magnitude of radius vector of AC. Okay, so now coordinates of C minus coordinates of A. So what it will be? F कितना दिया आपको for AC 120, so it will be 120 into coordinate of C minus coordinate of A, coordinate of C minus coordinate of A, so it will be 4 minus 0 into I plus 2 minus 0 into J plus 0 minus 4 into K upon again 4 का स्क्वायर प्लस 2 का स्क्वायर प्लस minus 4 का square. So in this way we have got 120 this whole term under root of 4 square plus 2 square plus 4 square, it will be 6. So 120 by 6 into ये इसमें क्या बचा आपका 4i plus 2j minus 4k. 120 by 6 is your 6 1 the 6, 6 2 the 12, so it is 20. ओके, यहाँ पे आपको 20 मिल गया, 20 इंटू दिस होल टर्म, सो 20 इंटू 4 80i plus 40j minus 80k. So here we have got FAC is equals to 80i plus 40j minus 80k. So now here we have to find out the resultant of AB and AC. Okay, so resultant कैसे निकालते हैं? Summation of fx into I plus summation of fg into kj plus summation of fz into k. So I के terms की आपको summation करना है. Okay, so this will be 70.67 plus इसका कोऑर्डिनेट क्या है I का 80 into I plus यहाँ पे J का कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं है बट यहाँ पे है, सो इट विल बी 40 इंटू जे प्लस के कोऑर्डिनेट माइनस 70.67 minus 80 into k. So here this is your summation of fx, this is your summation of fy, this is your summation of fz. So 70.68 plus 80 150.67i plus 40j minus 150.67k. So this is how we have got r, vector r. Okay, now this is your rx, this is your ry, and this is your rz. Now how to find out magnitude of r? Under root of I के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, that is 150.67 square plus j के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, that is 40 square plus again k के कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर, that is minus 150.67 का स्क्वायर. Okay, so this is I have got the resultant. Okay, so resultant is coming under root of 150.67 square plus 40 square plus again 150.67 का square. So this is how I have got 216.85 Newton. 216.85 Newton. So this is your resultant of force AB and force AC. Now आपको अपने resultant निकाला है. Similarly, you have to find out theta x, theta y and theta z. So how to find out theta x, theta y, theta z? We have seen earlier only. How to find out theta x? Theta x will be your cos inverse of rx upon r. Rx is your 150.67. Putting the value of rx and r, here you will get the value of theta x. Then theta y is your cos inverse of ry upon r. Putting the value of ry and r, here you will get the value of theta y, and theta z is equals to cos inverse of rz upon r. So putting the value of rz and r, here you will get the value of theta z. So in this way we have find out the resultant of force AB and AC and their directions. Okay.